Nana Addo Akufo-Addo's response to questions about reshuffle and sacking of Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta. Let's listen to the president, and after that, we'll activate the phone line so you can tell us what you make of what the president said on 0302-216-541 and 055-1111-997. First, listen to President Akufo-Addo.
So you have ministers in the government have been performing like this. And if they are performing like this, what is the reason why a president is just going to take his green ink? It's a woman with
no, any do you want to be tell you pa there. There's a reshuffle there, Unyabu.
Yes,
say your Majuma not so within the once someone names so much now.
Send so many messages because there are several people who have left my government. And Ghana, before cancer, yeah, you to me, reshuffle. What is it? Is it that
there's a reshuffle?
Yeah, they're not performing. There's the output is not good enough, or what? What is it that, or is it just some people are looking to replace them, or what? I don't understand. Like some of the senior ministers of my government, the agriculture minister is behind me, the roads minister is here, the trade minister is there. These are some of the major pillars of my government. For me, their performance in my first term was excellent. Let me use that word, excellent. And that is why I had very little difficulty. Look at what has happened in our agriculture. That through all of these, there is no shortage of food in Ghana. That's not the case everywhere. Yes, the prices of food stuffs have gone up a lot. But the supply, the availability. You go to the trade and industry minister. Today we're talking about this 1D, 1F. The numbers of industries, factories, roads. I don't think there's been a road minister who has a record like Amoah. There's nobody. I want anybody to come and tell me what road minister in our country has put together the package of roads that Amoah has produced in these 6 years that we've been in office.
Nana Minister, Finance Minister. What is so special about him?
I came to office in 2017.
Good.
Under an IMF program, which Emma Biden said, stringent program. This same man was able to manage the affairs of our economy in such a way that the first 4 years of my first term, we were one of the fastest growing economies in the world. An average growth rate of 7% a year from the beginnings of an IMF program. An economy that allowed us to initiate the program Planting for Food and Jobs. Good. In August 2017, we launched the free SHS program. Oh, then there's also the
1D, 1F.
1D, 1F program. These key flagship programs of our manifesto, of our policy, all of them launched in the first year. We were under an IMF program right until 2019. But this man was able to organize the management of our economy in such a way that not only were we able to roll out all these programs in that first year and subsequent years, but our economy's growth was spectacular. So somebody who has been able to do that, why would I say that? How do I do that?
Right, so that's President Akufo-Addo addressing some of your concerns about the need for a reshuffle and also calls for the sacking of Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta. The phone lines have been activated now. We want to hear from you. What you make of the president's comments? And we want you to be very brief, 30 seconds, so we can hear as many of you as possible. 0302-216-541, 055-1111-997. But you know, getting cash on the go from an ABSA ATM is now so easy. Even when you don't have your contactless ABSA debit card with you, for the first time in Ghana, you can withdraw money from any ABSA ATM with the ABSA mobile banking app using a QR code. It is easy, safe, and convenient. Simply open your ABSA mobile app, select ATM QR Cash to scan the QR code on the ATM screen, follow the prompts, and get your cash out. Easy. That's another digital innovation that gets things done. That's Africanacity. That's APSA. Download the APSA mobile banking now to get started, or visit the nearest APSA branch to sign up. Let's get on to the phone lines now. And Isaac has joined us from Spinters Road. Isaac, good morning.
Good morning, Winston. How are you doing?
I'm fine, Isaac. How about you?
Good, I'm good. Thank you.
Great.
Winston, I'm surprised that our president doesn't understand what reshuffle. It is so surprising. And see his posture in answering the question. He's not prepared to listen to anybody. And this is the result where we are today. Our president doesn't see anything wrong with our finance minister. Look at what has happened in UK. Less than 2 months of the appointment of Acquah, he's been sacked. And the Prime Minister has apologized for that.
Okay.
But our president, no.
Isaac,
Thank you.
thank you very, very much for joining us. Let's make it very brief. Felix from Airport Hills. Good morning, Felix.
Good morning. Good Winston.
Yes, Felix. Winston here. What do you make of the president's statement concerning reshuffle and sacking Ken Ofori-Atta?
Winston, what can we say? I'm a young finance person, rightly observing. This is the first time I'm talking to your program anyway.
Well, thanks for joining
I
us.
don't know. I think you are big faced with arguably one of the worst finance ministers in the annals of, history. I don't really know that if you don't make an example of Ken Ofori-Atta as very bad finance minister, then I don't know how low an office can sink into before someone is fired. For instance, it's so demotivating, and honestly speaking, Ghanaians, we need to pray. That's what I can say. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Felix. Let's go to East Legon. Eric, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Yes, Eric.
Good morning to your listeners.
What do you make of the president's comment?
Come again?
What do you make of the president's comment?
I think it's not in the right direction. And the reason why the government said that, the president said that is because Ghana hasn't got a national vision that all of us know and understand. And you see, if a country doesn't have a national vision, it wouldn't have a control mechanism to be able to check performance of ministers or government appointees. And so the president can just say that because some of these things are not in place. But if there were to be national vision, that everybody moves towards that vision, and everybody knows what each and everyone has to do, and there is a control mechanism to check performance against those standards, the government will think twice of saying such a thing. That is what I think.
All right, thank you very much, Eric from East Legon, for joining us. Let's go to Dan Suman. Kwabena, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm fine, Kwabena. How about you?
Very fine.
Great.
This reshuffling thing, the finance minister. You see, if President Akufo-Addo is to come back to power again, if he's going to, he will never behave the way he's behaving. He would have heeded to the advice that he should change his finance minister. Look, for instance, if you look at the Minister of Interior, Minister of Defense, a particular people from a certain ethnic group, they are the minister. Would he keep them there for 8 years? Is it not going to be that a particular ethnic group is going to dominate our security services? Is that not going to be the case? How do you go to Interior and look at all the previous ministers and see if any one of them served more than 3 years? None of them has served more than 3 years.
What's the point if one person serves for 8 years?
The point I'm making is that if you keep them there without reshuffling, it is likely that a particular ethnic group is going to dominate our security services. This is what I'm saying.
Okay.
The Minister of Defense, the Minister of Interior, at least this one, they asked for the Ken Ofori-Atta, I don't know. They listened about him. If the president is to return to power, he will never behave the way he's behaving.
All right. Thank you very much, Kwabena. Well, constitutionally, Akufo-Addo cannot return to power. He served his 2 terms and would not contest elections again. Katie in Accra, good morning.
Winston, top of the morning to you.
Great, Katie. Share your thoughts with us.
Can you do me this? There's about 6 seconds of the president's interview, and I want you to pay attention to this. Listen to what I will say after, and if you go home, just ask your kid at home if he understood what the president said. Listen, in that interview, it plays out to be this happens to be one of the worst interviews ever, poorly done by the president. The president exhibited something which tells us, those of us who voted for him, that he knew nothing about this economy. Now, you just play 5-6 seconds of that interview. Listen to what he said. When he was about to talk about the finance minister, listen to that part. Listen to the intro, the grammar around it, and ask me in any economic terrain if you can use those two words. Mother, it is plain and simple. The man has no clue in ruling this country. He failed us. He lied to us, gave us the hope that he was an answer to something. He's nothing but zilch. It's a shame.
Thank you very much, Katie, for joining us. Let's get to Adenta, where Nee is. Nee, good morning.
Good morning, Winston. How are you?
I'm fine, Nee. Hope you're fine too.
These comments will never make me fine. These are not the things we need to care right now. And if it's even bad, you try and see if you can do something about it. But if you are saying that the person is performing, once Ghanaians are saying that people are not performing, and you are still there saying that, well, we are here. We are here. At least I feel like 2024 doesn't mean anything to him anymore because he obviously can't stand it again. But he's representing the party and needs to hand over to someone who can also take over. But if it's like an unconcerned thing, well, like I said, we are here. 2024 is coming. So they should keep up. They should keep up. We are watching.
Thank you very, very much for joining us. Let's get to Sir Nixon. Sir Nixon, good morning.
Good morning, Winston.
Yes, Sir Nixon.
3 words best describe our political elite. And the 3 words are mediocre, myopic, and misguided. How do you base your failure on someone else's failure? Tell me. How do you say I've done better, right? Whilst the other person you claim you've done better than failed, and you're also failing at it. You see, we've gotten to a point where I would entreat every Ghanaian to stop voting that MPP and NDC. If they go to the polls, the majority of Ghanaians are still vouching for these people. We are only going in a vicious cycle. Why do we do this to ourselves every time? Next 2024, we are going to say, let's give it to Mahama, he's going to do better. How? That's mediocre. You are always settling for less. Why can't we challenge the status quo? Why can't we bring another person? We need a radical change. We don't need these people at the helm of affairs. Charlie, we are getting sick and tired. What's all this? What's all this? Dr. Baumia, why the presidency? Do you think the presidency is not a career? It's not somebody aspires to be from childhood and then you get to say, I've told myself I want to be president, so Ghanaians, I'm here. I've come 16 years, so you must give me the opportunity. Ideas, and yes, I've always wanted to be the president. Look at all of them. Look at Kennedy Japan, look at Baumia, look at Alan Chamati, corn sugar cane factory. How long did it take them for them to kick it into action? And this person wants to run the country. And we're here, we won't discuss it. Give the other political parties opportunities to talk so as we can hear them, please. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Sir Nixon from Pram Pram. Is it Ima or Ima from Adan?
Emmanuel from Adan.
Emmanuel, okay, Ima, go ahead.
Listen, in fact, when I heard the president interview, actually I was sad. The most arrogant interview I ever heard from a president. Sincerely speaking, Acquah didn't know that from 2016, 2017, 18, 19, it was because of the intervention of the IMF that the economy was doing well. And is he not seeing what is going on? The monies they borrowed, what can they point at? Now, this is what we use this money for. He was talking about free SHS, rolling of the Greek minister have to be resigning by now. Planting for food and job, and food prices are jumping over the window. I mean, what? And then he's there. Master, if this man, to be sincere, like somebody said first, he has no clue of ruling this country. He disappointed us, he failed us, and it's a shame to him. But unfortunately, there's nothing we can do until he leaves office. Master, thank you this month.
Thank you very much, Ima from Adan. Let's go to Pokwase, where Kweku is. Good morning, Kweku.
Hi.
Hi, Winston. Good morning. How are you?
I'm fine. How about you?
Winston, we are surviving. Winston, are you surprised? I mean, are you in any way surprised by what the president has said?
Are you?
I am not surprised. I am not surprised. Because this is a man who is clueless. He doesn't have any idea about what is going on. You see, when you have somebody
he told you all the things that are happening in the world and happening in Ghana. He's told you that it's through no fault of the finance minister. COVID-19.
Now, what has the finance minister done? Listen, apart from borrowing like mad, excuse my language, like mad. What else has he done? I mean, let's face facts. Let's be real. MP before it's not everybody who says we should have listened to President Kufuor. We should have. It's a shame. He is clueless. Anybody who is clueless and doesn't have anything going, any major policy going, doesn't see an abysmal performance from a finance minister.
All right.
He doesn't see it. Thank you very much, Winston.
Thank you very, very much, Kweku. Kweku will be our final caller now. Kweku from Pokwase. We can't pick any more of your calls. Thank you very, very much for joining us. But coming up is our latest documentary, Girls' School Pregnancy. When we return after these messages, we'll bring it to you.
The biggest event in sporting history is on, and it needs the biggest packages ever at